Hi, Aquarius, if you want to come on in. We'll take a look at your rorschach we did earlier in April, and we're going to flip it for alternative perspective possibilities if you want to take a screenshot. So you can scry in your own time and terms for shapes or symbols that speak to your psyche and psychic senses. Aquas, thank you so much for being my muse, for holding space for me to share my insights and allowing me to be a guest in your aura. We will add on tarot and oracle along the way, and as well the spirit box. And apparently clear my throat continuously, Aquas. So I don't know if this is something going on. Well, I can see it. Okay. Let's take a moment. Close the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. Aquas, thank you so much. Let's dive in to the depths. I see like 3 spirits. Okay, they could actually be still alive. So spirits that are currently in density, Aquas. It's almost like 2 people and a child. I'm seeing a baby down here. Old school with the bonnet, soother, baby. There could also be, if I'm going to wander down the other rabbit hole of the afterlife, it's because it's almost like it's holographically with the multicolored leaf that I'm seeing here. Like part of this family is earthly, and then the other part is in and with among the divine. 2 people, parents, guardians, this, that, or the other. Could also be birthing angels with you since you were a baby, and maybe you're really sensing them right now. I will add on the spirit box. We're here for Aquarius.
Fire.
Excuse me. There's just some throat clearing. I don't know if like spirit is trying to get a hold of you through something, or this is in the throat chakra coloring. If there's a communication with parents, guardians, or guides that have been with you since you were born, it's like something might be trying to come through, like a remembering, a talking to yourself, talking to them, talk to us, like we can hear you. There's a big old heart in the middle as well. And as I'm clearing my throat consistently, or I shouldn't say consistently, but since you're reading, I'm kind of seeing it like this. Like if this was, when someone's singing, you can see the thing at the back of their throat. And I'm seeing that as a heart. But like all of this is like I'm coughing and I'm spewing out things that don't serve me, because I'm seeing almost like it's not a machine gun, and this is obviously symbolic in nature. Maybe it is some sort of machine gun, but it's almost like in an army, and they're perched on a hill, so they're laying down with this gun, and it's like that's what it feels like anyway. It's almost as if I also want to remind as well, like our voices are, spells and motions, and it's like a movie. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear this, sorry. Like seeing this war movie. Somebody also might be in the infantry, infant, something about that as well. Maybe there is somebody in the military speaking of a position, clear your throat. And when I wander outside of someone being in the military or infantry, it's like just of an individual of speaking clearly, calmly. Okay, it's coming back at me now. So I'm seeing like a hand puppet. If someone was talking like this, Aquas, it's like da 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 da, and then it turns to look at me now, and I'm like, oh, okay. So maybe there's some compassion in conversation, even conversation to oneself. I'm seeing some sort of creature. I think it's from in and around a cartoon. I don't know if he's like a bulldog or something along that lines. Anyway, he's smoking like with the cigar, and he's a pretty like tough guy kind of character. But this is what's coming back to look at me in this hand puppet. And it's almost as if I want to say the hand or my mouth or my words being an extension of something of myself, takes it and delivers it. And so something is of service.
Johnny.
Something is of service to this. Like, I'll be very honest. I'm seeing like something kind of like bow down, like, I don't know, what's that, The Hobbit or something, or Lord of the Rings, like, yes, master, yes, master. Seeing something along that lines in there.
Ceremony.
Maybe you feel, if in the spirit of ceremony, maybe there's been some sort of ties, and clearing them out of your throat could be a symptom that you're actually breaking up. See, even my throat, that you're breaking up maybe a spell somebody's put on you, or has used words, or have opinions and they've projected them towards you. Of course, we can't control that, but what we can control is how we receive it. So if we acknowledge it and you're like, oh, don't agree, or not for me, take the scrunch off, okay? Not for me. Thank you. Thank you. Something about obedience. Somebody could have also had very domineering parents. There is something going on in my throat. That's okay, Aquas. If you guys are moving through it, if the aquatic, interesting, Aquarius to aquatic, it's like your words of your air and your feelings of your water bearing. Though I feel like those things are very important. And when I come into, you already know that, but it's like a Brita filter of what you're feeling and receiving. There's a phoenix type heart in here. And I'm seeing like bullet holes.
Doom.
Okay. You say doom, and I was going to say Dune. Again, another movie or a book. So I'm seeing like a mountain. And let's just say, for simplicity's sake, this is where the Aquas are right now. A portion of the Aqua Collective. And if it's not your Scry story, that's cool too. They might have, you or a portion that you can resonate with has been hidden away for a little bit. Maybe this is in like a heart space. Maybe this is in another context, personal, professional, relationship, platonics, all that kind of good stuff. You like saved yourself in regards to something. I'm going to be my own savior here. And by doing so, I had to almost retract from this external because I was internalizing it. Out of compassion, but little did I know that by being compassionate didn't mean I need to agree or receive it. I just needed to listen, to hold the space for it to listen. So I retreated. This is how I'm feeling. I'm retreating into this cave. And some people still might have, look at my hand, like some people still might have tried to like find this part of you. Like, how can I project onto them? But you did something. You put on armor or hermit style. Because I can see like these bullet holes trying to get into this mountain. But you're like way deep in the center. But this is where I'm seeing it become a phoenix. Something has been... it's like getting down to the bones of it. And then I'm like regrowing bigger fur and feathers and coloring, and I'm rising on up. Ooh. The 10 of Leviathan's, well, okay, the lighting one day. Well, I say that, but you never know. It's because I like to sit in the dark. Makes me feel
more.
Yeah, comfortable. More comfortable. 10 of Leviathans. And this is in all that space out there. Like those projectiles. And people are like, where are you going? Where are you going? But I think this might be a version of you. Had to retreat. I'm back into the infantry thing. Retreat, retreat, retreat. This was this was an intelligent retreat. In whatever context, of course, or channel path that you were pursuing, and retreated. For some reason, I feel like it might be people. Now, whether that's people in a job position or a career to relationship. It's a little funny card. Moon dance. You're not supposed to be in there. Because I feel like it's breaking down my voice. But I go into the mountain, the cave, and I break down. Now, whether that means you go to therapy or you have a friend, you retreat solo style and you cry in the shower. It doesn't have to be in that mode, but it's just the basic things that are coming to me. And I break down. And I'm driving in the car and I say, I don't like this. I don't like how that made me feel or what they're trying to say. I can understand this is my obligation or my contract with this job, but I don't agree. What am I in control of? What are my options? And I have these pivotal moments of expressing my truth to myself, talking it out. Not in an aim to be right or wrong, but just to release it. These bullet holes that I feel, and I've had to dodge some. That's exhausting. And why? Why is this all happening? Because these angel beings are coming back in. Now, whether they're alive, but I'm tethering into like the afterlife here. These two spirits that might have been your birth angel. They're coming in. Green and yellow, heart and solar plexus, heart and solar plexus. Heart and solar plexus. They're filling your solar plexus up with you. Can't do it for you, but we can do it with you. And sometimes by releasing, screaming into a pillow, this, that, or that, because it's like some sort of acknowledgement. I'm not okay with this or I'm not in alignment, but I need to retreat because I don't want to react rashly. Also something about your sleep, because that wandering card or your intuitive nature, this does feel like I'm in that whole spirit realm, is because the moon came out in a different deck that it wasn't supposed to be in. Moon dance. Moonlight and moon dance. Dream, Aquas. Keep dreaming your dream. It might be ticking someone off that you had to retreat to recalibrate this dream, or you retreated so that they couldn't project and put holes in it. And I'm not talking about good old-fashioned criticism. And I don't even mean criticism in like the typical way, but to receive, be like, yeah, thank you. Thank you for seeing that. Like the same thing. I don't really like it and I can't believe I missed that, but I appreciate the extra set of eyes. That's not what I'm talking about. That I'm really grateful for. Okay, so I have here mountain, bone collector, and deep freeze. If they all came through okay? Okay, and that one I'll take a look at in a second. This mountain, I want to slide in right there. And if I start to shift, I can like follow the light bearing. It comes into that phoenix. But what I'm seeing you right now is this bone collector, that phoenix, is sitting in that spot. And unbeknownst to these other people, places, or things, and maybe it's a shift of your possession, a shift in your perspective to see these possessions now that people have projected towards you, and they try to maybe use words as weapons. You're transmuting them into wisdoms. And look how happy. I don't know if it'll come through with the lighting. Look how happy. Pea in a pod. Happier than a pea in a pod in my mountain. Sometimes I gotta scream and release. Why? Because once I scream, it could be a symbolic scream, release it out. I'm telling the universe, I'm acknowledging to the universe, I am not okay with this. I would like to create change. I would like to make action. But it's almost like the dispelling. When I take the next breath in, I receive light. Yeah. I hope that all made sense because I felt very
Lawrence.
Charged. Oh, charged. Okay, so deep freeze. I feel like you might have frozen people out. Maybe you felt frozen out of something, but you know what? Aquas, it's making me feel like yeah, you had to freeze somebody out. Something. Maybe you're looking at changing jobs, considering changing jobs, and once you dispelled, it's like taking in that breath of light to say, okay, I got it out. Now what do I want? I want to take an action towards something, even if it's subtle. I'm going to look for a new job, see what's online, let people know I'm looking. Maybe don't let people know I'm looking because I don't want them to know. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you start
Have
making
we
these
met?
subtle actions. Spirit of place came through. I'm sorry if I didn't. There we go. Spirit of place. It's so beautiful. Like, but this is where I feel like I'm at now. And this brings up, I want to slide her in with all this coloring of these different leaves, like in and around there. And inside of my mountain where I've collected all these bones and I realize I can, grow new feathers. My wingspan is getting bigger for more airspace. I feel like aquas are going to be taking up more airspace, even if that's with your words or simply by your presence or your auric presence. And it's like you're going to emerge out of this in some way, shape, or form, maybe tiny steps because you want to do it super sly like infantry and you want to, kind of crawl around. I don't want to be seen yet. I don't want to be seen yet. And suddenly I'm seeing that from that crawling thing. Is it Game of Thrones? And there's one of the kings that something's wrong with his legs. I don't think he's a king. I don't know. But he's so intelligent. Anyway, that's the point that's coming through. I believe you're going to start to attract once you emerge, and you'll be able to retreat. Like I can see this phoenix type bird flying out of this mountain and soaring and then retreating back. So this is like a reserve. And you might expect some unexpected visitors along the way. They might be peeking on you out of curiosity. You might have some fears about something. There is a rabbit in and around there. I kind of want to say, just take that moment before you speak something to someone based upon their title or assumed position based on the past or
I said no.
historical. It might be a no. It might be like, what? I really want to share this with person A, B, C, or D, but I'm not sure it's a safe place. That's not a judgment. That's just, there could be frequency facts running around that it's not in your best interest for this military style operation you got going on to pursue your future. It's how I'm feeling. I see frogs on the bottom. Luck is absolutely with you. Thank you. I'm getting ready to close out. Sorry. Like, share, subscribe if I didn't say as well. I always forget. And thank you. Truly a thank you to all those who donate and buy me a coffee or through PayPal. Like, it humbles my heart and I just gives you warm soup belly. I love it. Okay. And so thank you. There's frogs down here grounding you. And it's for anyone looking for love, it's like, what is that? Yeah, kiss the frog and it turns into a prince. You could also be that. Somebody could have said something to you or looked at you a certain way, and then you're going to kind of emerge in whatever content. Maybe, you're rolling in the dollars at your job, or you got this new position, or you have the happy family, whatever this case may be, or, you've toned up or became, I don't know, something, whatever it is to you, because I don't want to assume it's all materialistic stuff. Maybe suddenly you wake up one day and you're like, I'm really stepping into my spiritual body, my energy body, whatever the case may be. You could absolutely be that frog that's going to turn into a prince or princess. As I'm closing out, and I know I say that a lot and then ramble on, so I apologize. Down here at the bottom, I'm seeing part of
I'm right here.
infinity sign, but if it's typically like the figure eight, but one end of it's like a triangle. So it's powering one direction. But I'm seeing in the negative space like a little mouse in there. And then what I've been trying to figure out, will he come through? There he is. That's the face I'm seeing in the negative space there. And then here's the mouse. But here's like the bow tie or infinity sign. Like your infinity sign is of triangles right now. Power. Plus and minus, batteries, power. I come back to the military. And these spirits are asking you to like thread the needle, like look at the details. Keep your eye on the prize. Keep your eye on the prize. What is that creature? I feel like I'm watching a horror movie. But he's kind of like misunderstood, if I recall. Anyway, it's feeling like a little bit of a trap so that you can catch these little mousies, these unexpected visitors if they come around. And you'll kind of come to an edge of your mountain, but in disguise, to check it out, to be like, what did I catch? Man, you guys are like planning strategy. This is no joke. This is how that makes me feel. This is no joke. I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission. And if I can remember that, I'm going to name that in your thumbnail. I'm on a mission. Willpower is on the bottom. So that is grounding you. We have trust that came up face right. And I feel like this is coming from the spirit space. Clear throat. Say what you mean what you say. All that kind of good stuff. Dispel. Bring it back in. You're allowed to have your moments where you just shatter it and say it. Say it. Don't spray it. Release it. Cleanse the palate. Breathe in the light. Regain your composure. Trust. Confidence and financial health. This absolutely could be in regards to a career strategy. Climbing a corporate ladder, even to the tree of life, if it goes into like more of the consciousness area of what I'm creating, what I'm cultivating. And it brings me back into when I saw like the phoenix. I don't know if phoenixes, even from a mythology standpoint, fly, but they're going to in my world. But maybe a dragon could relate to other people if that symbol stands out.
Coming to get me.
This is that tree that when I come out of the mountain, when I come out, fly out of this mountain, there's like a tree somewhere. And as I'm soaring, it's like this tree is a key. It tells me something about the landscape. And I feel like I'm looking at landscape all of a sudden as well. Like if somebody's going to offer me a job, like, well, this is the HR department and this is, detailing and this is, where we do all the packaging. I am looking at the lay of the land, not just what they're telling me to possibly sell me this job, but I'm also going to go and look around online. I want to go look at the building, or I want to talk to maybe a few of the employees. I'm going to do my research because I'm on a mission. Okay, Aquas, you've been an amazing muse. And as always, gratitude. Thank you for being you. And I will see you next time in May with a fresh ink blot for us to read, scry, and then flip and do it again. Bye.